I did not like this show. Why? Well, let's roll my new intro and let's get into this video, which a lot of you won't like. Roll the intro. So I just want to say that everyone is entitled to their opinion, including me. But we'll also say the script I wrote out is going to be all over the place, a bit jumbled. So I apologise for that. So I apologise for you about to watch, but please do watch and let me know what you think. Anyway, where do I start? I guess simply on how popular this show is. It is huge with furries, and in general it got really popular. So I wanted to know what the fuss was all about. I still want to know what the fuss is all about. It's a 12 episode show, and by the end I was asking myself, so when does it get good? When will it make me go, this is a great show? It never did. I'm not going to say you're not going to enjoy it, because, yeah, a lot of people like it, and I also think a lot of people like it because it's furry, and people need to move their furry glasses for a second and see it as it is. But, again, I'm not going to say you're not going to like it, because I can understand why people like it. I can. But I, for one, am admittedly not into adult anime, for one, so I'm not the target audience, but that doesn't mean I can't still have my own opinions and say on it. So, this is what I have to say. Beastars is an anime all about carnivores and herbivores living in this society of animals and showing how this world works. And it tries real hard to show how this world is, but it does it really badly in my opinion. I ended up writing 6 pages of notes of stuff to say, and one thing I kept on writing was, this is just bad writing. And to me, yeah, most of the show is bad writing. I'll be talking about spoilers, so you have been warned, and I will talk about just random moments and such, because I don't really feel like giving this more of my time. An alpaca is killed and eaten by another student, and it's never investigated or anything. Surely they would have teeth recognition for a different species in this world, but I guess not. Okay, so that's something as well, is that one of my big problems is that the world they live in is constantly referred to this world. Like, they know it's not our world, it's their world, and they refer to it as this world. Like, Haru the bunny, who I do not like, it's rude that it has bandages on, and she was all like, I know it's rather unpleasant seeing a small animal with bandages on in this world. This world. You mean your world? A world where it would be incredibly normal seeing any animal with bandages on? It's really odd wording and bad writing to me to show, yeah, this isn't a normal world as we know it. But it's so stupid because that's your world. It's normal there. Surely little animals would probably accidentally get stepped on all that all the time and would wear bandages. It would be incredibly normal. But yeah, teeth recognition is a thing in our world. So how's it not even like a bigger thing in theirs? How can they not distinguish a wolf attack from a lion, for example? We generally can. It would be real easy for them, but no, they ignore that kind of stuff exists. And it's just basic stuff we have here. It doesn't go all into this world, and that's a major problem for me, because that's what it tried to do, but it doesn't go all in. It's just our world with animals in it, not their world. And I get that that is the point. It's meant to be our world, but it's not our world. Because it's an animal's world, and it would be much, much different. It would still have, yeah, okay, we would still have basic things and everything, you know, but they would have different technology slightly, you know, for like teeth recognition and recognize different animals and such. I know that's a small little thing, but it's just one of my problems here. Like, they would surely at least be able to distinguish, okay, it was a tiger attack, basically, you know, and so they would probably single out the students that are tigers and try to work with them, hell, get stool samples, you know, and see what they've been eating. You know, there, done. Anyway, so yeah, they never investigated the murder, and it's not talked about, like, not until like the 8th or 9th episode. That's been like 3 months, and I haven't found anything out, and that's about it. All it is to open up to what this world is, and let me tell you, it doesn't make any sense. It's basically a world of racism towards carnivores, and everyone is scared of being eaten by them, that they will eat them one day, maybe. So then, like, how did anything get built? How did this world become so civilized then? How did anything happen if carnivores just want to eat meat? Yes, they explain it that they have a black market, with smart naming, I guess. And that's where they go out to get meat. That's like from old people, hospitals, or funeral homes. Okay, yes, that makes sense. Okay, I like that. But it's seen as taboo and foul and disgusting to eat meat. You can't go, like, anywhere besides there. So even at schools you can't. I'm sorry, but why not have two separate cafeterias or perhaps two separate schools instead of whisking lives of herbivores in if they're so scared? That's one of my big problems, is just how did anything even happen if they're so scared of carnivores that they can't work with them or just don't want to? You know, and then, like, apparently they just get eaten. They're so scared of getting eaten because, yeah, that does happen. The carnivores will randomly start eating them. How, like, what makes that happen? Exactly. Like, I don't know, how did, like, this world get to be this far advanced then? It doesn't make sense. There's weird racism towards wolves. Like, Legacy, the main character, constantly gets singled out as a wolf. And he's like, I was born a wolf, I'm sorry, but why does it matter in this world where tigers and lions and such are much more bigger and muscular than the skinny wolf that he is, not be more of a threat? Like, he has fangs and claws he talks about. Yeah, so do every other carnivore. This whole racism towards wolves in the show, it's just beyond weird to me. It feels like it's just there to single out Legacy. That's it. A lot of stuff is set up like that to single out a character or make these tense moments. Like when we're introduced to Legacy, everyone is scared of him after the attack on the student. Then him during night is walking up to this other alpaca who starts freaking the hell out, grabbing a pair of scissors and ready to cut a bitch. And he's just like slowly walking towards her, only to give her a note from the dead alpaca. But he's not saying a damn thing the entire time. And it's just there to build up tension. That, ooh, maybe he did do it. Like, what a dick move. She was freaking the hell out. But it's just to build up unnecessary tension. Because, like, why wouldn't you speak and just like, hey, I'm just here to deliver a note. Ta-da! Done. Why wait until you're all the way up to her? Why she's holding a pair of scissors, freaking the hell out? That's a dick move. That made me not like Legacy at the start, honestly. Also, I laugh at those who told me this isn't a high school drama at all. Like, that's all it is. It's drama with drama sprinkled on top of it. It's got love triangles from two different angles. Wolf loves rabbit, rabbit loves deer, female wolf loves male wolf, deer loves rabbit, other bunny loves bunny. It's all over the place with it, with this love stuff, and characters fighting over love and such, and fighting over basic stuff. Got like a drama club and all that. It's high school drama. That's all it is. Also, Haru the bunny, I do not like her. She is a whore, simple as that. That's her whole story. She's a whore because she is small and felt as though people were taking pity on her by helping her carry things. So because people were nice to her, she became a whore and sleeps out with everyone, including the deer Lewis, who I also do not like. His story is that he was a deer meant to be sold as a black market, but was bought by a witch dude. So now he is all like, I am not food, I'll prove to everyone that I'm not. Problem is, he's a dick that does weird things, and it's just, yeah, weird, like him wanting Legacy to buy him and all that. Like, everyone's just like, oh, fan fiction time, oh, yeah, he's so sexy, yeah. No, he's weird. It's just weird. Even in that world, I'm sure it's freaking weird. But basically, he's just racist towards all carnivores. It's just like, he wants to be like, yeah, this is all you do. This is all you carnivores do. You do is bite. Yeah, here, have my hand, bite it, and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, I don't like it. I don't like him. There's other weird moments, like I talk about the drama club. The whole drama club thing is fine, though the play they're making doesn't make any sense, even though it's like this really important play about herbivores, carnivores, or something like that. It makes no sense whatsoever, so I don't care about any of that kind of stuff that they keep on showing in the first few episodes. I like the big blue bird character, but then they do go through something, and apparently one of them was a 14-year-old working as a dominatrix at a BDSM club. Wait, what? How is that okay? Because he's an animal and not human, so it's fine? What the hell? That's disgusting. And everyone knows this, yet calls Haru the whore? This world makes no sense, and it doesn't bother making any. But alright, so Legacy ends up attacking Haru because he feels a sudden need to attack his prey and eat, but then someone calls his name and he's fine, and Haru runs off. She ends up hurt, but didn't see that was Legacy, conveniently. But next time we see her, she tries sucking him off. Yeah, she's a whore. It's so awkward and just stupid. I hate her in the show because she was all like, so lonely all the time. Yet you have multiple guys falling in love with you. You're good. Maybe just stop sleeping out and just focus on the one guy and you'll be fine. So anyway, my biggest problem, and what this anime mostly is, it's all about instincts. Carnivores have instincts. But that instinct is just to eat and kill. And this is the entire show. I'm sorry, but do you know nothing about animals? I mean, number one, how stupid it was that Legacy out of nowhere decided to pounce Haru and eat her. Legit out of nowhere. No explanation or anything. But yeah, then his name gets called and it's fine. Like, we see the alpaca at the start calling out, we are in the same class together, he's saying all this stuff. So yeah, he's definitely like a student. And so why doesn't that work? Cause plot. Number two, animals don't kill things at random. They do so because they're hungry, but it's shown that they eat whatever it is given to them and they don't complain. They like the food just fine. Yes, meat is what they truly enjoy. Legacy is shown to like egg sandwiches just fine. They likes a specific type of egg, which is a whole 6-minute intro into an episode, and it's weird, but whatever. So if they get enough food in them, they wouldn't feel a need to kill a whole herbivore to eat then, right? Because that's what instincts are, to hunt for food, not just kill at random. Also, animals have other instincts, like mating, and there was a scene with Juno, the female wolf, I think that's her name, sorry, says that, like, if I kiss you, my natural instincts will kick in and I'll eat you. What the actual hell? No, you won't. Because you have more than one instinct, you also have a need to breed, so how would that instinct not kick in when kissing? That's what kissing does. It's a sign of sexual need. I get that. It's when she's kissing Louis the deer, or like she looks like she's going to. That's what Louis thinks is going to happen. Like, so yeah, that happens. So yes, taste of herbivore. Okay, sure, but just that everything a carnivore does can lead to eating a herbivore just gets really stupid. Like, they thought of this world but didn't actually understand how this world works. Nor do they understand how animals work. Just this whole, animals have basic instincts that they need meat. That's all it is, they need meat. It's just so stupid when they eat other things and it's just fine, and suddenly bam, they need meat. Why does this happen all the time with carnivores then? We saw Legacy just suddenly attack Haru out of nowhere, so surely this happens all the time then, right? So yeah, how did they get anywhere in this world? It makes no sense. It's bad writing to add bullshit tenses to something that doesn't even make sense and isn't explained at all besides its instincts that animals have. We as humans are animals too, don't forget that. We understand once we have food, we are full. We don't need a giant thing to eat. And I'm sure these animals would feel the exact same way with higher intelligence. But no, you still made them animals in the most basic way, and it's really stupid. Humans are able to overwrite basic needs, and so should these guys if they're meant to be human-like. And then some of the writing, oh god. Like when Legacy is talking to Luis and he's like moving his hands and such, and Luis is just like, you get aggressive a lot more over time, don't you? Just, what? He's moving his hands. That's it. Some people move their hands when they talk. What? Legacy also gets in told by a tiger dude that they're both carnivores, and he's like, we are both carnivores. How did he come up with that conclusion? Because you are, you idiot? Again, bad writing. Like they're trying to single out Legacy and him not understanding who he is. I don't get it. Also talking about Legacy, he's so boring. For most of the show, he doesn't do anything and barely talks. He is just so boring and such, and basic character, and then all on his mind is Haru. It's like he's falling in love with her. That's his whole character, is loving her. That's it. Like, it's just so boring. And then he's fighting the idea that if he wants to eat her or if he wants to love her, he doesn't understand what these feelings are because he's a teenager, I guess, or it's just because he's an animal. It's not explained. But it's just, it just comes off as bad writing to me. Oh, I also like how they never get the police involved at all. Like, Haru gets attacked and she doesn't go to the police. Parents aren't around either. When Legacy is covered in blood later, he was out with Haru, and no one switched in mind. It's a carnivore covered in blood. But nah, that's fine, whatever. But him walking behind people, oh my god, he is a monster. Which does happen. This show, it's just to get to one scene to the next scene without understanding the in-betweens of how this world works. Later on, Haru ends up being kidnapped in broad daylight during a bunch of students setting up a festival, so basically there's a lot of people around. And yeah, they go for like the smallest one as well, you know. That's then presented to this gang member's boss to eat. And of course they're all a bunch of lions. I really hate the design, honestly, especially the mayor with his like black pupils, and that's it. Like, and that's it as well, yeah. The mayor is a lion. And of course he is corrupted because he is a carnivore. You can't be nice to carnivores in this world. No, only herbivores do good. They don't murder or whatever anyone. No, they're the good guys. But yeah, she is kidnapped. Like, Legacy and this other dude, a panda, go in there fighting, easily fighting this gang that everyone is afraid of. Like, you just don't talk about this gang. You don't speak about this gang. And two guys take it down. One of which is a child who doesn't know how to fight. The other is a panda with a crossbow made of bamboo. Sure, I believe they can get past a bunch of well-trained mafia buff lion dudes with weapons and guns. Sure. So yeah, of course, they all get taken down. And it's like, this is just bad writing. They put characters in situations they can perfectly get out of in bullshit ways or something like that. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place with this review as well. I'm not going for a list, or I'm just talking things at random, putting out things. I'm very sorry. This is easily going to be one of my worst reviews for sure. But more or less, I got a lot of stuff to say. A lot of stuff I want to talk about. I wrote down a lot. But after watching it all as well, I just don't care. This show was just so boring to me and doesn't make sense. The writing is bad, the dialogue even more so, the character's bland. I don't like it. I'm sorry to those that do, but I don't. But as I said, maybe it's because it's more adult, I guess. But that's no excuse as well for the bad writing and bad setups. Like, there'll be scenes where like there was a scene where like Legacy was like holding Haru's hand, telling her not to go, and she's like trying to one off and all that. Because she's an idiot. He's just telling her, you know, don't go. And then all of a sudden, all these herbivores are around. Or, there's a couple of carnivores, yeah. All these people are around. And like, hey, what are you doing to that herbivore? And then she's just like, suddenly grabs him and they're like, hey, gotta run away with me, or else, you know, like, a carnivore gets caught doing something to a herbivore, they'll go to jail, or whatnot. But the problem is, there was absolutely no one around in that scene. Absolutely no one. And then just suddenly, bam, there's people all over, in front of them, behind them. It's just there to add this tension, to add this sudden scene, because it's like they forgot how to write a scene. You know, like, you gotta, as a writer, like, I write stories, and you gotta envision everything. I gotta, like, if I'm writing just a story of like that's in my bedroom, I have to envision everything. I have to envision everything and the possibility that someone could be outside to walk in. I gotta envision these kinds of things, right? And so when you vision this scene, you gotta not just suddenly have pow, but some other characters suddenly pop on the scene. You got to think of them walking down the stairs, coming down towards your characters. Got to think of other people waiting on the train, or like waiting for the train. Sorry, you got to think of these things, and they didn't. They just suddenly appear, and it's horrible to me. It's really, really bad. It's what I would call an animation fluff, when they just don't have these characters appearing where they should be. They're just not there until when they're needed. That's what happens a lot in this show, is things don't appear until they're needed, and it's bad writing. And I guess the animation, it's not bad. I ain't a fan of 3D stuff, as it reminds me of Dragon Ball FighterZ, where it looks like a lot of the frames and animations are missing. That's what it looks like to me, because it doesn't always look as smooth as it should. But they do some cool stuff with it as well, so I will give them that. They can do some really cool stuff with the animation, but for the most part, yeah. And towards the end, Legacy is finally about to get it, but then Haru is like, moves her arm into his mouth, and it's like, sorry, it's like my body wants to be eaten. Freaking what? This entire show, all the herbivores have been doing is avoiding this shit, especially you. And then you're like, oh, hey, now my body wants to be eaten because I'm just prey. That's all I am. I'm just your food. Oh, goddamn, this is such bad writing to me. It really is. Zootopia did this much better, in my opinion. Everyone says this is just Zootopia. It's more of a whip-off, considering like what characters are in it. Hell, the mayor's even a lion. Subtle. But Zootopia understood how to work with this world, making things bigger for smaller creatures, making this world feel huge, having all these different species things, like, use things in their own way, and a plot about carnivores and herbivores that they understood they're a lot more dangerous, but they're so much more civilized in this world, and it's okay to be around them. You know what? I'm sorry, but I have barely scratched what I don't like about this show, but I don't really feel like I'm get into it, honestly, because I just don't care. I will get a lot of hate as it is, and that sucks. I need the subscribers, but I'm probably going to lose some at this point. But someone has to say it. This show isn't great, or isn't really that good. It's average at best with bland characters, bland basic story, bland everything. At this point, I think this is the review. Like, I did write down scripts. Like, I do write down scripts, and I just don't have nowhere to go with this one, because I just don't care. And there's so much to talk about. Like, but it's mostly all just these little scenes, basically. But I've said my piece. I've said what I wanted. I'm sorry, but this show to me is a 3 out of 10 foxes, honestly. I don't care for it. Okay, well, I will mention another scene that did irk me. It's when these two other animals are fighting, because one of them stepped on his tail. But his tail is nowhere near long enough to be stepped on, so that's really stupid. Really bad writing. To start up a fight, but then Legacy breaks up. But then, the one that was being attacked, because he stepped on the tail, and then like the other dude was like biting his arm and all that. He's like, ah, get off me, what are you doing? You know, he's like acting really fell and all that. But then the one that was having his hand bit is the one that gets up and fights Legacy, or gets mad at him. And it's like, wait, what? He was helping you, you idiot. Like, I don't get it. Because then it's just like, what, you're a big wolf and you're gonna protect me or some shit? And it's just, what's this weird racism towards wolves? Like, I don't get it. I don't. Maybe if we saw, like, what an adult wolf looks like, and maybe he's like a lot bigger, buffer and all that, and then it's like, okay, that's what they can become. Okay, fair. You're scared of that. But Legacy is a skinny dude who you could easily trip over and beat the shit out of, really. Like, I get maybe he's just really fast and shit, but again, the tigers and all that are a lot buffer, could easily take him down. And I don't get this show. I don't. Anyway guys, that's it for this review. I'm done talking. I'm done talking about this. Sorry that it's negative, and my apologies for it being a mess. As I said, this is probably going to be a worst review I've done. But don't worry, I have a lot more planned in the future. I have quite a long series ahead of me in the future, so I hope you guys will join me for that. I hope you guys will enjoy that. At this point as well, I'll be uploading new videos every Saturday around midnight Australian time, which will be about Saturday morning for US. Why that time? I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I plan on doing. But I will still upload videos randomly through the week, every now and then, if I do have videos, ideas. If I don't, basically all my main videos will be on the Saturday. Will be like Saturday night Australian time, morning time in the Americans. And then morning time in the US, basically. Sort of, that's how time usually works. So, yeah, I guess let me know what you think of this show down below. I know there's other people who don't like it as well, so I want to see those people. But if you do like it, let me know why down below, okay guys? Give this video a like as well if you liked it. You know, get this video out there. I hope you guys have a good day. That's not my outro. Oh gosh. What is my outro? Give this video a like, guys, because give this video a like, guys, and subscribe to my channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now. Yay, I got it.